Come with me if you want to live.
No. My family, I must find them.
They are dead.
What's up, everybody? This is Lorenzo Valoria with GamesRadar.com, and we're here with a review on Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia.
Yes, that you are, and
Quite a mouthful.
I'm Ashley Reed, also with GamesRadar Plus, and I am reviewing Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia.
That's right, and so there's been 3 of these games so far. This is the 3rd one. There's been China, India, and now the 3rd one, Russia. So how do these all go together, and like, what's the story with this one, and how does it kind of fit in?
So they're all sort of separate. You do start to understand that there's one thing that connects them, which I won't spoil. It's kind of a big deal in the stories, but they all are 3 separate stories that happen in different places, obviously, in different time periods. This one takes place in Russia, not quite Soviet Russia, right before the Russian Revolution starts. And you are playing an assassin who is trying to escape Russia and take his family away to America. So you're playing through that and trying to help him finish his last mission before he gets to leave.
So the Chronicles series is a 2.5D kind of experience, platforming, stealth experience.
Yep.
So how does the stealth feel in this game? I know you were kind of down on the previous entry, the India, a little bit. Did they improve anything between this one and the previous?
Yeah, there was actually a lot of improvement in stealth, especially. With Assassin's Creed Chronicles India, the stealth sections just weren't very well put together. It wasn't a very thoughtful execution. Versus this one, where it almost feels like every different stealth scenario is a puzzle that you just have to slowly solve. So it feels really satisfying when you actually work it all out and solve it perfectly. And the majority of the game, pretty much all the stealth sequences play out that way. So it's really well designed across the board, and it's a massive improvement.
And it's not all stealth, like, just to be clear. There is combat in there, right? So how does the combat work, and is it a little bit different, like with the Russia? You get like rifles, and you have to fight tanks and that kind of thing, right?
They did improve a little bit on one aspect of the combat, not so much on the other. One of the things they changed in Assassin's Creed Chronicles India was they made it so if you engage in a hand-to-hand combat in what should be a stealth sequence, you get the lowest possible score for that section, which is kind of a problem because you need those scores to get upgrades. That hasn't changed in Russia. You still get the lowest possible score if you get into a combat situation when you shouldn't be in one. So that's kind of a bummer for people who don't really like stealth. This probably isn't going to be your kind of game. But what they did introduce is more, and this is a little weird, more first-person sniping sessions where you kind of take out everybody in a mansion or blow up a tank or something through a first-person shooter system, which seems weird, but it actually works pretty well. It's pretty satisfying most of the time, and it's fairly simple. There's not a lot to the first-person shooter, but it goes very quickly, and it's actually pretty fun. So it kind of makes up for that lack of combat that we saw in Chronicles India, and the combat you don't see here just on a regular basis.
So overall, how does the game compare to the rest of the games in the trilogy?
Well, I think Assassin's Creed Chronicles China did a couple things better, like ground combat was a lot more satisfying. I think overall Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia is the best of the 3. It's pretty much improves on the series in every possible category. It has a story of any sort, which the other 2 pretty much lacked, and it's a little goofy, but it's decent and it's pretty enjoyable. The stealth is a lot better than either of the other 2. The combat that you do get is very satisfying, and while there are a couple sequences where it can get a little frustrating, especially the timed sequences where you have to go as fast as possible and execute everything perfectly, you kind of lose a little tension there because it makes you do it over and over and over again. That's pretty much the one downside of the game as compared to the others. Overall, I'd say this is the best of the trilogy and a good way for it to end.
All right, and what did you score it?
I gave Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia a 3.5 out of 5.
All right, and that's our review of Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia. Be sure to check out our full written review on GamesRadar.com and check us out on YouTube.
If it wasn't for the mission, I would